The landscape of the NFC North took a dramatic turn as one of its key stalwarts, Detroit Lions center Frank Ragnow, announced his retirement from professional football. The impact of this news cannot be overstated. The Lions are not just losing an elite player, but a cornerstone of their offensive identity. Ragnow, who was widely regarded as one of the best centers in the NFL, confirmed the decision via a personal statement. He cited ongoing health concerns and a desire to prioritize family as reasons for stepping away from the game. "These past couple of months have been very trying," he wrote. "I've tried to convince myself that I'm feeling good, but I'm not. I've given this team everything I have." His words mark the end of an era for Detroit and open a new chapter for their divisional rivals. This departure delivers a crushing blow to the Lions' aspirations. It comes after the offseason exits of several key coaches, including offensive coordinator Ben Johnson. Johnson, who recently accepted a head coaching position elsewhere, was quick to express his admiration for Ragnow. "I don't know if I've ever been around a tougher player," he said. "He made everyone around him better. Whether you were in the locker room or playing against him, everyone had the utmost respect for him." But beyond locker room presence, the numbers tell a stark story. With Ragnow on the field during the 2023 season, the Lions' offense was ranked among the league's elite, third in yards per play, 6.0, fourth in success rate, 44.7%, and tied for second in EPA per play, 0.9. Without him, the unit dropped to 13th, 29th, and 27th in those respective categories. While the sample size of games without him was smaller, the data paints a clear picture. His presence was irreplaceable. To make matters worse, Detroit now faces the reality of replacing a top-tier center after free agency and the NFL draft, when the pool of available talent is shallow. They will likely have to shift 2025 second-round pick Tate Ratledge into the center position and fill the resulting guard vacancy with 2024 sixth-rounder Christian Mahogany. While respected offensive line coach Hank Fraley may find a way to patch things together, expecting this unit to match last year's output is unrealistic. In many ways, this mirrors what Chicago Bears fans once feared: the idea of losing Olin Kreutz at his peak without a contingency plan. Detroit now finds itself in that exact predicament. The loss of leadership, experience, and elite performance at the center position could reverberate throughout their entire offense. Compounding Detroit's troubles is the fact that they'll be rolling into the 2024 season with multiple question marks, including the critical transition at quarterback within the division. With Minnesota set to start second-year passer J.J. McCarthy, the NFC North no longer looks like a one-team race. And for the Chicago Bears, that spells opportunity. While Detroit reels from Ragnow's sudden exit, the Chicago Bears have quietly executed one of the most encouraging off-season plans in recent memory, especially along the offensive line. Most notably, they secured center Drew Dalman, a rising star from Atlanta, on a 3-year, $42 million contract. Dalman's acquisition didn't make national headlines, but within the Bears organization, it's seen as a transformative move. At just 26 years old, Dalman brings both youth and experience. Despite being limited to 9 games last season due to an ankle injury, he posted a 78.8 PFF grade, ranking 4th among 64 centers, and earned an impressive 79.8 run-blocking grade, which ranked 5th across the NFL. The Bears envision Dalman as a foundational piece in front of rookie quarterback Caleb Williams. His contract runs through the duration of Williams' rookie deal, giving the Bears rare continuity and stability at one of the most important positions in football. The front office clearly views Dalman as more than just a stopgap. He's a long-term anchor for a unit that has often struggled with cohesion. Even more encouraging, Chicago's offensive line appears deeper and more stable than it has in years. Darnell Wright remains a reliable force at right tackle, and the team added 2 other linemen through trade and the draft, further solidifying the trenches. For a franchise that has often viewed the offensive line as a weakness, It now looks like a position of strength. The Bears' strategy echoes the Lions' own formula from previous seasons, building from the inside out. But unlike Detroit, which is now scrambling to replace multiple coaches and players, Chicago has methodically assembled a roster with young, ascending talent. Among those rising stars is rookie offensive lineman Amegadjie, a second-round pick in 2024, who is making a strong impression in OTA sessions. At 6 feet 8 inches, with elite strength and mobility, Amegadjie is vying for the starting left tackle position. His versatility, having played both left and right tackle in college, adds another layer of value. Coaches have been vocal about his readiness, even in non-contact drills. He's known for his ability to climb to the second level in run blocking and to hold up against bull rushes in pass protection, key traits for protecting a rookie quarterback. With Braxton Jones still recovering from injury and limited at the start of training camp, Amegadjie has a real shot at winning the job outright. Offensive line coach Chris Morgan, who was poached from a division rival, now leads a talented and cohesive group that's poised to become the bedrock of the team's offensive identity. In all, the Bears have gone from one of the most uncertain offensive lines in the NFL to one of the more promising. That transformation could prove critical as they aim to compete for the NFC North title in 2024, and possibly beyond. With the Detroit Lions facing instability and the Minnesota Vikings set to start a relatively inexperienced quarterback, the path toward NFC North contention has seldom looked more open for the Chicago Bears. The timing could not be better. The Bears are slated to face the Lions as early as Week 2, a matchup that will provide early insight into how each team has handled its offseason changes. For Chicago, it's a chance to assert themselves against a division rival that has, until recently, been dominant up front. In total, Detroit has now lost 7 coaches, including key staff responsible for their offensive development. And with Ragnow's sudden retirement, they've lost the equivalent of a quarterback on the offensive line, the player who made all protection calls, line shifts, and pre-snap reads. Plugging in a rookie, even one with second-round pedigree like Ratledge, is far from a seamless transition. Centers are often referred to as the catchers of football. They oversee the offensive operation from the trenches, identify defensive fronts, call out blitzes, and ensure the quarterback remains protected. Expecting a young lineman to handle all of that without growing pains is a risky proposition. Chicago, by contrast, has invested in experience and depth. With Dalman at center, Wright at right tackle, and Amegadjie emerging on the left, the Bears now have a trio of linemen with both talent and upside. Add to that a skilled and innovative offensive coaching staff, and this unit could be poised to take a significant leap forward. Beyond the offensive line, the Bears' entire offensive structure appears to be coalescing at the right time. With Caleb Williams under center, protected by a vastly improved line, the team can finally begin to develop an identity that has eluded them for years. Moreover, the Bears roster now features balance, a blend of youth and experience, physicality and finesse, aggression and control. They've followed the blueprint laid out by successful teams like the Eagles and 49ers, building through the trenches, supporting their quarterback, and maintaining depth across the roster. Looking at the NFC North as a whole, there's a real chance for power to shift in 2024. Green Bay continues its rebuild, Minnesota is starting over at quarterback, and Detroit is scrambling to fill sudden, critical gaps. For Bears fans, it's tempting to be cautiously optimistic. After all, off-seasons have looked promising before. But unlike years past, this version of the Bears has a plan. It has structure. It has leadership. And for the first time in a long time, it has real momentum. Whether that translates into wins remains to be seen, but the pieces are falling into place. From the rise of Amegadjie to the signing of Dalman and the sudden vulnerability of Detroit's front five, the NFC North feels more open than it has in years. One thing is clear, The Chicago Bears are no longer a team playing catch-up. They're in the hunt, and perhaps, finally, ready to lead.